How are you feeling? You got John Riggs here, loving me some breakfast cereal, and in the UK, they have toffee and apple flavored Shreddies. Now, if you're like me in the United States and you're just like,
Shreddies? I've never even heard of Shreddies.
well, it looks kind of like a Chex, it looks kind of like a Life, and it's neither of those. It is a wheat-based grid cereal that stays crispy or crunchy in milk as longer than any other breakfast cereal I've ever had in my life. More than Captain Crunch. And doesn't rip up the roof of your mouth like they say Captain Crunch does, which I know is, it's funny to say, but come on now. That joke is old now. So in the UK and in Canada, they have Shreddies, which is just a wheat-based cereal. And there's other varieties too. In the UK, they have frosted Shreddies. In Canada, they had banana bread flavored Shreddies, which was like one of my favorite cereals I've ever had in my life. Recently, in the UK, they had a like toasted coconut flavored Shreddies. So I reached out to some people I knew in the UK, and I was like, hey, if you can find those, let me know. And that's when my buddy Jonny reached out and saying, well, I didn't find those, but I found these. I was like, dude, I'm down for that. Toffee, apple, I love both of those things. So basically, it's like a caramel apple flavored breakfast cereal in your bowl, and we have to try this. We just got to try it. You'll also notice the Nestle logo. Now, so many cereal outside of the United States is Nestle. So, like, you know, in lieu of Cocoa Puffs, they might have Nesquik cereal, which I think is a better quality. If you're wondering about the back of the box, again, nothing fancy. Interesting to note they have the nutritional information on the back of the box here, unlike the sides that we usually do here in the United States. I'm not mad though. It's interesting to, like, you know, try it with bananas. Yeah. Are you shreddy or not? A great pun. I love the puns. Give me more puns, please. All right, let's check out this cereal. One thing it's hard to emphasize in videos is how full and packed this feels. I mean, there's some density to it. There's some heftiness to this. That's about average. I'm okay with that. But still, just how heavy it feels. It reminds me of when they had the Cinnamon Toast Crunch blasted shreds or the peanut butter chocolate shreds, and just how that cereal felt like it had some girth to it. Shreddies does as well. Because nothing says quality YouTube like pouring a bowl of cereal onto one of my shirts, which is on top of my computer. And here's what this stuff looks like. Smells good. Kind of get a little hint of that caramel apple smell. But these, like I said, they're just, whoop, let me just put that right back in the bowl. Not bad. For some reason, one thing I love about this Shreddies cereal is when you pour your milk over it, it doesn't splash all over the place because it has all the holes in it. Like Frosted Flakes, for instance, you put the milk just, you know, targets and shoots all over the place, you know. But this is like, there's something about it. You know, it's like a very low, you can see a little bit there, but a very low splash value. Yes, I use all kinds of milk in my cereal. I get that hint of like fresh apple, like apple peels almost. And there's a bit of that caramel as well, or the toffee rather, at least in this case. It tastes so good. For me, the problem is everything that's shredded, whether it be frosted Shreddies, banana nut flavored Shreddies, or banana bread flavored Shreddies, rather. No matter what it is, it always tastes like Shreddies. It just tastes like, I just get that wheat, kind of like Wheaties. For some reason. It's just all, like, if you have a handful of jelly beans and there's one black one, you'll taste the black one over all of them. It doesn't matter what it's flavored like, it's always going to taste like wheat with a hint of something else. And that's kind of what this is. It tastes good. It's really good. Like, the perfect amount of sweetness. It's a lot of wheat. If you love eating bales of hay, this is right up your alley. And really, I mean, you can't go wrong with just... I like how it layers. You know, it makes it so... Well, that might be a little bit too much. You don't play with your cereal? Come on. It's just one of those cereals, like, man, I can eat it all the time. I love it. I mean, honestly, they could have called it anything else. It still tastes like Shreddies to me with that little hint. It's like the slightest little hint of a toffee and or an apple. Like, it's not like Apple Jacks flavored. If it was Apple Jacks flavored Shreddies, man, I'd love it. If it was apple cinnamon flavored Shreddies, I would love it even more. If apple cinnamon is done right, man, it's one of the best things in the world. But this is available for a limited time. Grab it if you can. It's not available in the United States, unfortunately, because Shreddies isn't available in the United States, unfortunately. I wish there was a company that would bring it out through partnership or something, or you call it anything else. Call it, I don't know, call it Grandma's Quilts. I mean, it doesn't matter. bring it out here, and I will endorse it highly. I love this stuff. So thank you for watching all the same. I'm a huge fan of breakfast cereal. I'm as nostalgic as that as I am with video games. So it's a pleasure to have you watching along too. If you dig the shirt too, I got my Open Cart Crunch shirt. If you want to grab one of these for yourself, I have a link in the description below. Limited time only. It's only going to be available for a couple of weeks. So make sure you grab it while it's still available. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care.